Hi. Welcome back to...
I'm gonna come sit.
Woody, what?
There you go. Come sit a little closer. There you go. Over here closer. Where you at? There you go. Are you
Come
in
a
there?
little closer.
Okay.
I thought that's Loki.
No, that's Paul from Dune.
Oh.
Okay, so we'll say hi, and then I'll ask you to tell me 3 things you like. You're gonna have to chill, either split that Jolly Rancher out or something.
Mini Mike ASMR.
And we'll talk. Okay, all right, ready?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, welcome back to the Swell Show.
Back for the first time.
Yeah.
Welcome back for the first time.
Sophia, enthusiastically, literally love.
That's right. Literally love. Literally love.
Should restart it.
No,
No, it's fine.
This is great. My name's Elliott. What's your name?
Sophia, Izzy.
And we're here to share with you things that we enjoy and things that we think you might like in order to help create more opportunities for parents or kids or parents and kids to be able to share stuff together. Because as I've been fortunate to spend time with these guys over the last many of years, we found a lot of movies, TV shows, games, music, stories, things, you name it, that we find to be not only fun things to do together, but stuff to talk about and stuff that has other influence on our lives, adventures and things like that alike. So that's what we want to talk about. We're interested in talking about stuff we enthusiastically literally love, or stuff that we think is swell. See, when I do that, there's going to be a thing that's going to pop up right there. You want to try it? Say it. Say
3,
swell.
2, 1. Swell.
Well, like that. And then it'll pop up right there.
Wait, will it say swell?
It'll say swell
Okay.
when it's in. So that's...
Doesn't that mean happy?
Yeah, like it's like swell. Like it's great. Like it's... You gotta do that with your hand. Go, swell.
Swell.
Do it. Yeah. Swell. And so when we talk about something, that'll be our final stamp of approval. We'll go, it
has been a swell day.
Right. Or we'll go, and that's why that's swell. And the thing will pop up right there. And that'll be like our...
No, it will be
stamp
like
of
you
approval.
fist bump this thing like swell.
Swell, like that. That's right. So
3.
what are some of the things that we think are swell? What are 3 of your favorite
Swell activities.
swelltivities? Swelltivities. So, what are 3 things that you like doing?
I like to play video games, ride my bike, and do gymnastics.
Okay.
I like to play Nintendo, Sims, those kind of fun things.
We will let them count as one, yeah.
And I play with my dogs and do stuff outside.
We enjoy movies and TV shows. We enjoy different types of artwork and things that have different types of animation. And we think that there's a lot of value in being able to talk about things that kids enjoy and adults enjoy and things that adults and kids can enjoy together. Because when I was growing up with your grandma, my mom, she shared with me a lot of the things that were always important and special to her, movies she liked and music and things like that. And I have a lot of memories of seeing things that are really special to me. Like I saw Terminator 2 when I was 10 years old, and that was one of the biggest experiences of my life. It was the first rated R movie I've ever seen. Do you remember, not that you guys have seen a bunch of them, and we'll talk about that because I think there's a lot to talk about kids getting exposed to things with adults doing it with them to help make interesting stories be more interesting. But do you remember, again, you haven't seen a bunch, but what was the first rated R movie you guys saw?
Prey.
Yeah. You remember Prey, the Predator movie?
Yeah.
Right? And so things can be done and shown with intention of just like, there's some stuff in here that is going to be a little heavier than you've seen before, but we can talk about it and discuss what the story value is and not just kind of watching something that's R because it has gore and violence or language in it or things like that too. We were talking about that the other day because we just watched the new Guardians movie. And we were talking, what's the thing we noticed that in PG-13 movies a lot of times, what do PG-13 movies always try to get one little thing in?
F-bomb.
What?
F-bomb.
An F-bomb. What's an F-bomb mean? No, don't say that. I'm just kidding. But we talk about things like that when we watch movies, that just because there's these things, it doesn't mean that all of a sudden it's like not appropriate for kids, or that kids shouldn't watch it. That you can get the value and stuff out of storytelling, especially as you guys are getting older, without knowing that you're going to go to school and you're going to be like, what's up, mother? Like, we know that that's like not going to happen, but you can still enjoy the story of some of these other things. So we're going to talk about everything from that. We also, what are some other things we enjoy? What are some other shows and things we like? Bluey.
I feel like it's relatable because it has stuff that parents can like relate to and stuff that kids can relate to.
Yeah, we talked about that, right? Bluey's as much of a show for adults as it is for kids.
Yeah, especially because they have like sisters and like we're sisters.
Yeah. Which between the two of you, who are you? Are you Bingo or Bluey?
Bluey.
You're Bluey.
I'm Bingo.
And Bingo, who am I then?
Bandit.
Bandit. Oh, I was going to say Muffin too. I'll take both of those. I like to be a combination between the dad and Muffin. Both of those are a very...
My favorite episode, actually the new ones, is the Granny Mobile.
Granny Mobile? Yeah, we'll talk a whole bunch about Bluey. I think we'll talk a little bit today just about some of these things that we enjoy. So Bluey's a great example. So we enjoy everything from Prey, right? A Predator movie,
and
to
also,
Bluey.
Like, activities like roller coasters.
Activities like roller coasters, yeah. Slime, yep.
Yeah.
We enjoy
Peachy
Slime.
Babies.
Peachy Babies. Slime is a good one. Slime Fantasies.
It's not sponsored.
It's not sponsored. What are some other, let's talk a little bit more about some other types of things we like. Like, what are some other shows and movies that you like?
Stranger Things. Spirit.
Yeah, so that's a good one, right? So everything from Stranger Things to Spirit, which is a great show, and they're both great in their own different ways. And I think that you guys as kids have grown up in a way of having such a good variety of interest in things that, you know, one of the things I've always really liked is you guys have never looked at something and been like, oh, that's for babies or whatever. Like, you guys have appreciation of things that are made for people of all ages and understanding the value of that, because we've talked about this before, and it's a thing we want to try to really stick to here in the things we're going to be talking about. Is we say we don't what other people's what. We don't
yuck other people's yums.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Like, if someone enjoys something, you don't have to go, like, ruin it for them.
Yeah, you don't have to dump on it, right? Just because it's a thing you're not into. We know that on 3, what's my least favorite type of music? 1, 2, 3.
Country.
Country music, yes. But I don't feel the need to go around and tell people who like country music how bad it is, because that's not for me. I don't enjoy it. They enjoy it, and that's awesome. Roller coaster is another great example. We are big roller coaster people, right?
Cedar Point.
It's Cedar Point. There's other people who don't really dig roller coasters.
Some people that love roller coasters that are called roller coaster enthusiasts.
There's some people that love roller coasters that are called roller coaster enthusiasts, yes, and they love them. But if someone doesn't want to ride a roller coaster, and we've talked about this when we've been there, waiting in line, is we're not going to make someone feel bad because they don't want to do something.
Yeah.
Right? We might encourage them, and we might tell them that we want them to try it. So we try to really not...
Sorry. I'm just looking how that's a different wall color.
We talk a little bit about how just because something isn't your thing doesn't mean it can't be someone else's thing.
Yeah.
And I think we really want to explore that and talk about that and share some things that we think are cool and things that we like. And hopefully it might be things that you might be able to find enjoyment in too. So whether it's...
Comment down below what you like.
So comment down below with what you like. We've been waiting all our lives to be able to say things like this since you guys were 3 years old and 1 year old. And
Give suggestions.
Give suggestions about things. Yeah.
If you want us to
Talk
give you
about
Things you want us to talk about.
do slime or
roller
tips
coasters.
for video games.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a whole episode.
That could be a whole episode. We could talk about license. We really are just going to kind of do whatever we want because that's what's fun about this. Let's talk about a couple things real quick, though, a couple more things that we do like or things we do plan on talking about so people have an idea about what you like. So what video games do you like to play?
Mine's that I'm in right now, probably Sims, Animal Crossing, and Dreamlight Valley.
Dreamlight Valley. So Sims and Animal Crossing are ones that we've kind of known for a while. Dreamlight Valley is kind of a newer one. How would you describe what's Dreamlight Valley?
It's kind of like you build a village with like a bunch of different Disney characters.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like basically Animal Crossing, but like with Disney characters. And then like there's like a build mode that's kind of almost just like Sims, but you have to craft things kind of like
It's like Animal Crossing and Sims.
So it's like if you took Animal Crossing and Sims and threw them in a blender and then dumped in like Disney sauce or whatever, because it's all those things mixed with like Disney characters. So it's great. What are some things that you enjoy, whether it's shows, movies, things you like to read, stuff like that?
I like music.
Here, come and speak a little closer here, make sure they hear you.
I like music.
Yeah, what kind of music do you like?
I like kind of like hip hop or like kind of like just calm and like soothing music.
Calming,
I
soothing
like
music.
how some music doesn't have one certain thing in it. It kind of has like a moment of silence that's kind of just like calm. Then it has like you're like oh
Just like that?
yeah,
Just,
like the rock part like
how's that going good? Yeah,
and
just
then
like that.
and then it's like oh
Yeah, I think that's
yeah.
about Henry.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe we'll find a little bit more about some other thing, because that's another thing about what I think watching different types of
Express yourself.
things. Yeah, watching different types of things and getting exposure to different types of things helps you find your own creative side of things, whether it's the way that you guys like to make videos with your friends. You guys have now done videos where you've essentially recreated whole movies and TV shows with your friends in the neighborhood. And what all ones have you done?
We done series on Unfortunate Events.
Which is
Oh yeah, your witches. Yep.
Last of Us.
And Last of Us.
I think those were.
You did some Stranger Things ones too, didn't you?
That was a play.
Yeah, you did. You did about an hour and a half long Stranger Things play in the
We
living room.
made a movie that's an hour long called Rated G.
Yep, you've made your own original movies.
It was actually good.
It's really good, yeah. And so watching these things, not only, and I think that's maybe a big thing about what we want to be here to talk about is, or share, or at least maybe share our opinion, is that when you're watching this stuff, you're not just letting lights and sounds blast at your face. So if you're going to sit and watch something or enjoy something, you're going to do it intentionally.
make
So that way,
make the experience forgettable. No, not unforgettable.
make the experience unforgettable. Oh, you're talking about kind of like what we were talking about last time we were at Cedar Point, which
Engaging.
we were engaging in things, and we were talking about how there was a discussion about whether or not someone should ride a roller coaster, and we were saying that, well, this is a once in a lifetime experience to have this feeling you're going to have on this. Now, sometimes there is a place to just like veg, right? That's totally cool. So sometimes that's awesome. But for the most part, if you find yourself just watching something and it's just like lights and sounds coming at your face, whether it's all of a sudden you realize you've spent 15 minutes watching some person like squish slime in their hands.
That you don't like it. Well, you might like it, but like you're not that you're not that like engaged in it that much, but you're just still watching it.
Yeah, then that can be a sign that it's like, oh, maybe I need to kind of like tap out and like go do something else.
You
But
can also watch this to learn stuff.
that's right.
You could watch.
That's right. Yeah,
Like if you're like, I wonder what to watch, you could like come to us.
that's the hope. That's the hope, is that we can share some things that's
Merch.
going to be quality stuff. Stop saying merch.
I like saying merch.
Why are you saying merch?
Because remember, like merch.
This is what happens when you watch too much YouTube, is that you think that it's all just like merch. Yeah. Merch. Just like saying
Comment
that
down
word.
below.
There's no merch here.
There's a-
We're wearing his merch that you can get.
Yeah, and so, getting exposure to the kind of stuff that I've had exposure to in my life over the last couple years, which I can talk about that, and how I've found all sorts of new things that I've enjoyed. Talk about it. So over the last 3 years, I've found a love for things that were never a part of my life before. Weightlifting and adventuring and...
Maybe that could be something where we're not here. That could be your whole story. You could just do one episode if you just talking about that.
Sure, I'd love to talk about, but I would want you here for that too, because I'd love to hear you share about kind of what you've watched with my story of that, because you guys have been both incredibly supportive of that. And that's me, that I've given time to something that I didn't used to give time to. But what I've always tried to share is that me doing that stuff makes me better for you. Right. And me doing that stuff, and whether it's lifting or going away for weekends here and there for adventures. That's what, say it again.
We're not dead yet.
Yeah, that's right. We've got more to do. So we hope to bring all that. We're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff, whatever we want. The goal is that hopefully we can provide some insight into things that we think are going to help you enjoy life, things that we think are swell, and things that we think are going to help make your brain come alive with new and exciting things, and
encourage you to speak louder.
Yeah, and if you encourage you to speak louder, that wasn't even in the show notes, but like that. But if you have kids, we want you to be able to share with them. So we hope this is a thing that's enjoyed by a bunch of people. We're going to figure out where it goes from here, but we're going to end with, well, we already gave a little teaser, but you can say one half of it, and then you can say the other half of it, which is a thing that I know you guys have been dying to actually say, since, again, you used to pretend to make YouTube videos when you were 3 years old. So what's one thing everybody should do?
Comment down below what things you think we should do next.
Okay,
and like and subscribe.
There it is.
For more videos, and make sure to turn on those notification bells.
That's right. That's what we wanted to do.
We post at least once every week.
Well, we'll see.
Hopefully.
That's called accountability. So good job of putting that out there for us to do.
So now
this.
you'll be expecting.
Yeah. And we're looking forward to figuring this out as we go and having fun doing it. And what else you got? Got anything else?
Next episode, we're going to talk about
Teaser.
Our goal, hopefully, is to have each episode where we're going to want to talk about a particular thing, but as can kind of happen sometimes, we get talking and we lose the thread, but that's okay. So we're going to hopefully have a thing to talk about, and then maybe just talk about other random stuff too. So that's the goal. Thanks for joining us.
And we can do live streams.
Maybe. We'll see where this goes. So she's really just up in the ante on us, isn't she?
I like this.
Good. I'm glad you like this. I like this too. All right. So we'll see you next time. And thanks for joining us. And thanks for being nice and cool.
Swell.
Swell. See ya. Say bye.
Bye. Bye, swells.
Bye.